Alright, so this is Brad's 2014 Chevy Cruze. It's got the 1.4 liter turbo. And what do those make factory?
They make about 138 and about 118 at the crank. So about 118 horse at the wheels and about 75 foot-pounds. So nothing special at all.
Not very much. But Brad has done quite a bit to this. So why don't you run down the list as I see how she does.
Well, it is tuned by Bad News Racing. It's got 42-pound injectors, catless downpipe, intake, K&N intake, quarter intake manifold, throttle body spacer. It's on EA5, and then it's got full coilovers, and then full strut tower bars.
So you've done quite a bit.
Yeah.
Have you had it on a dyno?
I was, but it wasn't running proper. Had a big boost leak. Didn't make much above factory, but it's going back on October 14th. I'll be above 200 wheel horse, and then I'll be on 93 tune. I was at 225 foot-pounds plus. So in all honesty, the torque is actually kind of unknown at this point.
Okay.
But I know it's more than triple what it came factory. So I'm happy with that.
From a dig, how does this do? Can I do something from a dig?
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you usually launch at?
About 20, 25. You can't fully dump you can't just let the clutch out. You have to ride it just like here.
It's much better. Handles really good being lowered, and it's actually quite a fun little car. That's one thing I love about small turbo engines is the torque surge you get from them. Makes them probably feel a little bit faster than what they really are.
Right. I think I start building boost about 2,500 RPMs, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, I've dug into this car pretty hard through corners, and yeah, it's surprised me each time more and more.
Yeah, I mean, I started to push a little bit back there just because I got into boost mid-turn, but it's a fun little car to drive. You know, I'm really surprised, honestly, for how smooth this rides for being lowered. What are you lowered on?
I'm actually on FK coilovers. Believe it or not, they are actually a cheaper brand of coilovers.
Like, how much did they run?
About 150 from Germany.
$150?
Yeah.
They're $150, and
yeah.
They ride this good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still a little bit blown away by how cheap these coilovers are, and they ride this good. Like, I bought $300 coilovers for a Civic hatch I had once, and they rode like garbage. And these aren't bad at all.
And believe it or not, it's before I actually had raised it up. I actually raised it up about 1/8 of an inch. Before, yeah, I rode like crap. That little bit of 1/8 of an inch extra cushion, it really helped it.
I'm staggered. It's probably because it's not a flipping Honda, and not everybody wants coilovers. So, you say about a 15-mile-an-hour roll-on. That's when it feels really good.
Yeah.
So, it's just, the torque surge feels so good. I just wish it had more up top, you know?
Yeah, as soon as I get the upgrade turbo, I feel like it will. So I get that extra air that it's missing.
I mean, it's quick and fun. I hope people don't take me wrong. This car is way more fun than what a stock Cruze is, but it's just a little something missing. It's just up top. But other than that, man, do you keep your foot out of it?
Not very.
Yeah.
My gas mileage ranges on the 93 tune, it ranges anywhere from 2 to 40. That's how bad it.
2 miles?
2 miles to a gallon wide open. Some points to up to 30.
Oh boy, railroad tracks. So the one issue you've had, I know you kind of don't really like to talk about it, but is just when you lowered it, your exhaust hits your lower control arms in the rear.
It actually hits the lower strut tower bar.
Strut tower bar. Okay.
The big thing there was I had somebody do a custom tail. When I did my muffler delete, I forgot to mention that. When they did the muffler delete, it didn't do any problems. I didn't have any. I even had the bar on there when I wasn't lowered, but as soon as I lowered it, that's when I started having that issue. Yeah. I feel like once I get a different tailpipe or have somebody else route it a little different, it'll be okay.
Trying to be cognizant of all these bumps on this road with it being lowered, but I'm still like, I think the big takeaway is that you have $150 coilovers and they're freaking awesome. What brand are they? FK coilovers.
I waited about 2 months on them.
If you have a Cruze and you're watching this, buy FK coilovers. You will not be disappointed. It feels like that stock one that I drove, but it just has less body roll and sits lower. You said your valves start to float when you get over about 5 grand?
Yeah, about 5,200 RPMs, and the stock valve springs actually begin to float. So and the boost I actually lose boost after 5,200.
Okay.
I don't lose it to where I don't have any power. I just go from about 20, I go down to about 16, 17.
Okay.
But enough to
notice.
Yeah.
This is a fun car, man. I'm going to take back what I said earlier. I am impressed. You just have to know how to drive it, really. To keep it in boost, to keep it in the power where you want it to be. That's a dirt road. Don't want to go down there. So, overall, I am highly impressed with this car, especially over stock. It's just, like I said, you have to know how to drive it, keep it in its boost range and its power range, and it's a ton of fun. Thanks again for letting me do this review. Please don't forget to subscribe. Check out carguments.net, my website, and then you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram just under Carguments. And what's your Instagram?
Not the Average Cruze.
Not any underscores or anything?
Nope, all one word.
Not the Average Cruze. Check it out. I'm sure you've got a bunch. You have like pretty much all your build and everything on that.
Pretty much from about day one to now.
Awesome. So thanks again. Please don't forget to subscribe.